Hey, good evening, folks. Welcome, everybody, back to our fifth lesson, Aleph-Bet for Beginners, live with Cole Younger down in Seattle, Washington. It's always a joy to spend time together with friends and learn something fresh and new. And Cole's been just such a joy teaching us the basics and beginning of Hebrew. I know a lot of people are joined in the Zoom room. Let's jump right in and see how they're doing. Cole, how are you tonight? I see we got Amuela with us, Larry and Gloria and Tony, Akiva, and many more. And Cole, it's your class, sir, so I'm just going to hand it over to you. How you doing tonight?
Baruch Hashem, Dan. I'm doing very well, thank you. Yeah, everything's going great. The beautiful city of Seattle is getting some nice sunny weather, and we're here to learn some Hebrew. But before we do that, I'd like to dedicate this class, as we do every week, to the Refuah Shlema, or the complete healing, of Chaya Sarah Malka Bas Bracha Leah Chava, Jared Ben Gail, Leah Bas Chaya Pesha, Bracha Malka Bas Leah, Chaya Pesha Bas Sarah, Sally Bas Catherine, Kendra Bas Sally, Argentina Bas Juana, Cheryl Bas Martha, Joya Bas Mildred, Cole Ben Lavana, and Matisyahu Ben Sarah. May they all have a Refuah Shlema and complete healing. And anyone else out there that might have a Refuah Shlema or a name for the Refuah Shlema, go ahead and make sure you reach out to me on a private message, and we'll make sure to get their name on the list for next week. But for this week, let's go ahead and learn some more Hebrew in the merit of those people.
Excellent.
So let's begin. I'm going to start screen share here, and we're going to review some of the pages that we went through over the last week or so here. And then we're going to start putting some words together. Let's see here. All righty. Let me make this page a little bit larger. Okay. This is the page on Moshe Rabbeinu. Moses, our teacher. So, can anyone in class explain to me why this word, this big word in red at the top of the page on the screen share, says Moshe?
Because they share the dagesh.
They share the dagesh right here, yeah. So you have mem, and what's the name of the vowel?
Oh, I still don't have the vowels down.
The nakud, the vowel, is cholam.
Shigol. No?
No, the one that's over, the one that works with the mem in this case. The one that works with the mem in this case is a segol, which is shared, which is this dagesh becomes not a segol, I'm sorry, a cholam. It becomes a cholam. This dagesh becomes a cholam and a dagesh. Because remember, this mem needs to have a vowel with it. So you have to ask yourself, where's the vowel for the mem? So the vowel for the mem is actually the dagesh over the shin. It shares that dagesh and becomes a cholam. So that gives us the sound mo.
Cole, what would tell you that if you didn't know the pronunciation of the word? How could you tell that dagesh was going to be shared with the mem?
Because the mem is at the beginning of a word, and it doesn't have a vowel. It appears not to have a vowel.
Right, like you said, it should be consonant, vowel.
Exactly. Now, at the end of a word, it doesn't necessarily have to have a vowel, but at the beginning of the word, it's going to have a vowel. There's going to be consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So here we have a consonant at the beginning of a word. We know it's consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So we have to look for the vowel. So since there's none there, but we see that there's a dagesh here where the shin is, we know that in the Hebrew language that since that needs a vowel, that becomes the vowel. That becomes a cholam. So that gives us the mo sound. Now, if that were a sin, where the dagesh were over here, that would still have a dagesh over here, because it would show then that dagesh would actually be a cholam. So if that word said Moshe instead of Moshe, if it had a sin in there, do you see what I'm saying, Larry?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it would it would still have that dot over there. And then of course the shin and the nakud sagol gives us the sound sheh. And it's made a little bit longer by that hey at the end, Moshe. So that's how come that says Moshe. Now I'm going to go down here to the bottom of the page. Could I get a volunteer who'd like to try to read this first line in Hebrew? Would anybody like to give that a shot?
Who's a brave soul?
Who's a brave soul tonight?
I'll try it.
You'll try it? Okay.
Sure.
Give it a shot.
Moshe.
Uh-huh.
Shel.
Uh-huh.
Shem.
Shem.
Shem. Sham.
Uh-huh.
Shat.
Shas.
Oh, it's not without a shot.
Exactly.
Without the
Exactly.
dagesh. I'm going back to the way I learned it.
Exactly.
Shalom.
Shalom. Very good.
Lo. Bo.
Very good. Exactly.
Okay.
Can you say it naturally, Cole? How would you just say it all quick and natural?
Sure. Moshe shel Shem Sham Shas Shalom Lobo. Did you catch that?
It flows
Absolutely.
much better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you don't have to
Sorry,
sound
Larry,
it out,
I didn't
it
mean
doesn't.
anything by that.
Oh, no. I'm not sensitive.
And these are all just kind of pronunciation exercises to help us learn how to put these words together, learning consonant, vowel, consonant, vowel. So now on line number 2, let me work line number 2 for you. I'm going to go over it slow here. We're going to start with the bet here on line number 2. Bas, Shabbos, 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 Shalom, Sham, Shem. Does anybody have any questions about how those words are created? About how the consonant vowel flow works just like it does in Hebrew, or just like it does in English with Hebrew. We have a bet, patach, sav, bas, shin, patach, bet, patach, sav, shavas. Then we have a shin, patach, bet, kamatz, sav, shabas. You notice the difference in Shabbos and Shabbos. How one's a little more awe with the kamatz is more of an awe sound. Then we have the previous word with the shin, patach, bet, patach, sav, Shabbos, shalom, shin, kamatz, lamed. Now here's what a cholam normally looks like is with a vav. But sometimes, like in the word Moshe, as in line number 1, we don't have the vav there. And people would ask, why don't we have the vav there? Why not have mem, vav, cholam, shin, hey? Well, that goes into Kabbalistic realms, where you have the numerical value of Moshe's name would change if you put a vav in it. just like it would change if you were to take the hay out of it. Because seemingly you could spell that name without a hay. You could just have a mem and a shin, Moshe. But it has a hey, but it does not have a vav. So there's always a reason for that.
Cole, could I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
The shaval, which never makes a sound when it's at the beginning of the word, will it sometimes be used to take the place of a vowel to make sure that it has a vowel?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. A shaval, when it's at the beginning of a word, is normally a silent vowel.
Okay. That makes more sense to me now, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. So that's why we have, when we spell shalom also, shalom has a numerical value that needs that vav in there for it to add up to the right numerical value for the Kabbalistic meaning of the word peace. So we have shin, kamatz, lamed, vav, cholam, mem, sofit, final mem, and that spells shalom. Then we have the word sham, shin, kamatz, mem, sofit, sham, and shim, shin, sagol, mem, sofit, shem. Now, line number 3. Amuela, what's that first word? Meh.
Meh.
Meh. Like a lamb.
Meh.
Meh, that's right. It's almost like the other word that we say, what, in Hebrew. Do you remember that word? Ma, exactly. So this is meh.
Meh.
This next word is la meh. La meh. Okay.
Meh.
The next word, ba
Meh.
meh. Very good. The next word we just had,
Meh.
la meh. And the next one,
Meh.
ba meh. Very good. Very good. Let's go ahead and go back here and share a different screen. Let's see here. I've got to go back to this screen, and then I believe I can go through the, there we go. Yep.
You got it.
There we are. Now let me get my handy dandy book out.
Meh.
Amos. Very good. Now, do you remember what emis means?
Truth.
Right there.
Yep, it's right there. Truth. Absolutely.
Smart ass.
Truth. MS. Let me make that a little bit larger so we can all see it. There we go.
That's better.
We'll go down here to the rhythm reading, to the reading exercises. There we go. So this first word we have here. See if we, MS. And we remember that means truth, yes?
Yeah.
Then we have the word Aleph, Sagol, Mem, Sagol, Shin. What word is that?
Meh.
Emesh. Do we? Emesh. Does anybody remember what that means?
Last night.
Last night. Okay. The next one is Shin Sagol, Mem Sagol, Shin. Shemish. Shemish. And that means sun.
Sun.
Sun, as in the sun in the sky. Yep. Now on line 2, that first word,
Amen. Amen.
no, the first word on
Moshe.
line 2. Yep.
Moshe.
Moshe,
Oh,
very good.
sorry.
Moshe. Because remember, we're sharing that dagesh as a cholam. Moshe. Mem, cholam, shin, sagol, hey. And we all know who Moshe is, yeah? And then we have Mem, comats, Shin, comats, hey. Masha. Masha, which is a masculine word, which means pulled out.
Who?
It's a masculine form of pulled out, like he
Oh.
pulled out the splinter from the lion's paw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
Now the next word,
Lasha.
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 Very good, lasha. And that means to knead, as in dough, in the feminine form, as if when a woman is kneading dough. Then so the next word, lamed, comats, shin,
Lush.
is losh, which is the masculine form of knead, as in dough. Now, number 3, we're going to go a little faster here. Sham,
Sham.
asham, asham, sham. Do you see the difference between using a kamats and when we use a patach? Do you hear the difference in the vowels? These are seemingly the same word, asham, but we have one that says asham, and the other one says asham. That patach is a little shorter than the kamats. Asham, the first one, means guilt. The second one, asham, means his guilt. And sham, of course, means over there. Now, line 4. I know Amuela knows this first word.
Ma.
Ma. And that means,
What?
I don't know what. What does it mean?
What?
What? Yeah, exactly. We could have a whole who's on first routine with that one word, couldn't we?
Yep.
So ma means what?
What?
Oh,
Sorry.
Who's on
no
first?
worries.
Behave.
Who's on first? Alma means several things. It means a unit of measure. It also means like a female servant. And it can also mean your little finger. It all depends upon how you use it and where you use it in a sentence. Now, the next two words, Amah and Amas, are just reading exercises. Five, we have Aleph, Lamed, or Aleph, Kamatz, Lamed, Kamatz, Hey, Allah, which is a billy club.
Really?
A billy club. You know, like
the stick you hit somebody with.
Like like something the police carry. A billy club.
A billy club, yeah. Got it.
Bala, this next word, is Bet, Kamatz, Lamed, Kamatz, Hey. Bala is a reading exercise. I don't have a meaning for that word. However, Bama, Bet, Kamatz, Mem, Kamatz, Bama means scale. Like a scale you measure something on.
Yeah, wait.
And the last word here, Shin, Patach, Mem, Kamatz, Hey, Shama.
Paul,
Yes.
in my book, there is a vowel underneath the C.
The vowel is what?
There's a vowel underneath the C. Oh, wait on that vowel. It makes an ah sound. It's the same vowel that underneath the mem.
Yes.
A comma. Yeah.
Kamatz. Yep. Shama. And that means heard.
In your book, you don't see it very well.
Oh no, not on here. It doesn't. It was erased when I was scanning it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not let you know.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey.
Cole, is that heard as in Heard?
Yes, heard as in I heard something.
Okay. Thank you.
And I was sure cows were involved.
Yes.
Just my cowboy sense goes straight to that.
Okay.
We're back tonight.
Now, this is going to be some new words for us in the rhythm reading section. First of all, let me make it a little bit larger.
Adam.
Very good. Adam. Aleph, Kamatz, Daled, Kamatz, Mem Sofit. Adam. The word Adam means both man and human being. Adam means man. The Torah tells us that Adam was the first man created by God. Adam and his wife Eve lived happily in the Garden of Eden until they ate the forbidden fruit. Because of their sin, Adam and Eve were thrown out of the Garden of Eden. So we see here on the first example, the letter Aleph, or Kamatz, makes an ah sound. Ah, followed by a Daled Kamatz, makes da, ah, da. Put that together with the Mem Sofit, dam, and you have the whole word Adam. Adam. man or human being.
Is there any way to tell where, like if something is multi-syllable, what splits the syllable, where the accent is?
In Hebrew, I find the accent is normally on the second half of the word, Adam, instead of saying Adam, as opposed to saying Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'd have the emphasis comes in on the second half of the word. Adam, Shalom is another good example. Shabbos. And then when you have multi-syllable, Mishkanotecha. You say that you heard the word Mishkanotecha during davening, and you notice that at the last part of that word techa is the harder part of the word, the more pronounced part. So even in a multi-syllable word, you're going to hear the accent or the strength of the word will be on the second half of the word.
Do they have like 5-syllable words in Hebrew?
Oh yeah, there's some dingies. There's some ones that are. Oh yeah. When we get into some siddur, into some real siddur words here, we're gonna come into some real challenges that you have to just sit down and take them word for word for word. Just like in the Modeh Ani, in the very first prayer that we say in the morning when we wake up and first realize we're awake, we say a prayer thanking God for returning our souls to our body. And one of the words in that, emunatecha. Emunatecha. That's 5 syllables right there. So yeah, there's some very, very multiple syllable words in Hebrew. But let's go on with this one. We're at line number 1 here. This first word we just learned is Adam, which means man or human being. Asham, we've learned that word. We've heard that word before. It can mean offense, it can mean crime, or it can mean guilt. It's another one of those words that, depending upon how and where you use it.
Could mean a crime?
Yes, it can mean a crime, asham. Or an offense or guilt.
Got it.
Now, the psalm is a masculine word, dalid, kamats, sav, kamats, mem sofit. The psalm means their religion, as in somebody else's religion or someone's religion, their religion. But that's a masculine form of the word. And then again, we have the last word on line 1.
Adam.
Adam. Very good. Now, line number 2. This first word happens to also be one of the plagues that we speak about during the Pesach Seder, the Passover Seder. This word is dalid, kamats, mem sofit.
Dam.
Dam. Dam means blood.
Ooh.
One of the plague of blood. Then we have the word shen, kamats, mem sofit, sham, which means there.
Bear is in bear skin, or bear is
No,
in
I'm sorry.
in the forest?
I'm sorry, there as in over there.
There, okay.
Yeah, as like you see on the dreidel.
It's over there.
It's over there.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, if you look on the dreidel, there's 4 sides and there's 4 letters.
Yeah.
There's a nun, gimel, hey, and a shin. And those stand, though, that's an acronym for 4 words. Nes, Gadol, Haya, Sham. A great miracle happened. Sham. There. Yeah.
But in Israel, they have a different word.
Uh-huh.
Don't
Yeah, in
know
Israel,
what
they
it
have a
is.
different word. Yep, absolutely, because it means there's a
Here.
great miracle happened here. Yep. Yep. The next word, balm, means, oh, I'm sorry, and it's spelled with a bet, commas, mem, sofit, balm, means in them, as in there's a whole bunch of people in them there hills. In them. The next word is
Psalm.
Psalm. Very good. And that word means innocent.
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 I'm not innocent.
Ani lo dam. That means I'm not innocent. Ani lo dam.
Ani is I.
I. Lo is not. And dam is innocent.
No.
Or psalm is innocent, rather. Then we have on line 3, Daled, comma, shin,
Dash.
which says dash. Dash means to thresh, as if you're threshing wheat.
Right?
Thresh.
Thresh, like you're threshing wheat. The next word, mem, comma, shin, mosh.
Mosh.
Yep, I could not find a definition for, so I think it's a reading exercise. The next word we've already learned before, losh, means to knead, as in kneading dough.
Masculine.
Exactly. And then again, we have the word dash, again, just like at the beginning, which means thresh, as in threshing wheat.
F-R-E-S-H.
Yeah, T-H-R-E-S-H. Like you're threshing wheat.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now the next word, there's seemingly bow, very good, because you have to look at the bet and there's no vowel around the bet, so you automatically know that this next letter is the vowel, bow, because it has a colon.
You know, that rule is so helpful with things I've tried to, sound out before, but didn't realize that, where you'd find that shared one. But yeah, thank you. It's so cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it'll hide on you, but you just got to find that. Like
Well,
I said,
now
it's
you're looking.
always
Now I'm
constant.
looking. When I see that first letter, I'm looking for the vowel to go with it. It's got to be somewhere.
Exactly. And you know what, Larry? That's kind of what gives you when you understand that, when you get that aha moment where everything is consonant vowel, consonant vowel, consonant vowel, you just have to look for it. identify it, and then be able to speak it. Once you get that all put together, then Hebrew is a very flowing language because it's very concise, it's very precise.
It
There's a
seems
lot of-
more mathematical than linguistics to me.
Yeah,
There's real
it is.
math aspects to it.
There really are. There really are. But there's a lot of words that are single letters that we're going to learn as we go along. The first one I'm going to give you right now. The definite article. The word the, as if I was to say the dog, is the letter hey in Hebrew. So if you ever see the letter hey, means the word the. Like when we say
Hashem.
the name.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what that means. Ha means the, and Shem means name. Hashem. Or we could say hadog, the fish. That's a funny thing about Hebrew. The word dog means fish. But
and if the hay's used that way, it's going to be by itself and then the next word.
No, it'll be right at the beginning of the word. It'll be right at the beginning of the word. For instance, if I were going to say, let's find a word. Okay, if I were going to say the crime, which we see here on line 1, second word in, the word crime, asham. If I were going to say the crime, I would say ha asham.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
And there wouldn't be, if you said ha hasham right there, if you just put that H in front,
no,
there's not a vowel.
No. I wouldn't put an H in front.
I mean, the hey.
There you go.
If you put that in front, there's no vowel. Would that signify that was a word standing on its own?
No, because it's going to have kamats or patak underneath it. It's going to have a vowel. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of words that are just one letter. The word and is only one letter. The word and is the prefix vav. So if I were to say and the crime, I would say vaha asham. And it would all be one word. It would all be one word. Vaha asham.
Is it just knowing your vocabulary at that point in time?
At that point, it's just knowing your vocabulary.
Okay.
Yeah, but those are 2 tips to remember, that the letter hey at the beginning of a word is the definite article, the word the. The letter vav.
Always? Not always.
Like 99% of the time.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Especially when praying, especially when davening. And when you see the letter vav at the beginning of a word, that's going to mean and. Vayomer Adoshem El Moshe Lamor. And he spoke, and God spoke to Moses, saying. But it says Vayomer, the, starts with the vav. And he spoke.
Eye-opening.
Does that make sense?
Yes, much more. I've been trying this for months by myself, and you need the inner reaction. I've learned so much so fast this way.
Great.
Beautiful. Thank you.
I'm so happy.
Totally,
Well, let's go on to this.
I'll totally agree with you, Larry.
No, thank you.
I'm so glad we're learning here. I'm so glad. Let's go to line 4 here. Let's see. That next word, bo, bet cholam, means in it. Like he put a coin in it, or somebody put something in it, or what have you. So that means in it.
I put lemonade in it.
Exactly. Very good.
And low is
Uh-huh. What does it mean?
Low? I have no
Low.
idea.
Okay, that's a word we'd already learned. That means to him. To him. Now that's low spelled with a colon, with a vav.
Mm-hmm.
There's another word that's slow, but it means no. But that's spelled lamed aleph. Okay. So now we have shalo. You see, we have the word lo, which means to him. Shalo means to him. Means his. Like his lemonade.
His. His.
And the next word is just oh.
Oh, you
It means exactly what it sounds like. It means oh. I couldn't find a meaning for Aleph colon.
Really?
Yeah. Same, like I said, some of these are just rhythmic reading words put together for us, to exercise our Hebrew reading. And most of the words are actual Hebrew words. But next week, Matthew will be back with us, and maybe we can get some better translations. But these are the ones I've been able to come up with.
Excellent.
On this next line, there's actually two words I don't have a definition for. The first word, shin, comma, sav, shas. I don't have a meaning for it, a definition for it. But that's how you would say that word, shas, with an S sound at the end. Now, das, very good. Das means religion. Now, das spelled with a patach doesn't mean religion at all. I couldn't find a definition to it with patach, using patach.
I thought it was knowledge.
Oh, das? That's das.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. There's an aleph in there for knowledge.
I see.
But do you see how closely religion and knowledge are? Do you see how close those two words are?
They're systemic. Yeah. I mean, the whole Hebrew alphabet's systemic that way.
Exactly. You'll find a lot of root words that grow into completely different words. So, like das, which means
Cole,
yes.
If I'm understanding this right, this das. If I was, it's always written the same, but if I was Sephardic, I would read that as dot, and it would mean the exact same thing.
Exactly.
The pronunciation changes, but the meaning of the word wouldn't change.
The meaning of the word wouldn't change. No. It would depend upon how you're using it in the word, though.
Right. Context.
But yeah.
Sure. The way I see it, it's like an English accent, from the UK, and New Orleans accent.
Exactly, a Southern accent from America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. And to be honest, the Ashkenazi comes from Eastern Europe. The Jews who came up through Eastern Europe. The Sephardic comes from the Jews who stayed in Israel, stayed in the Mediterranean region. So there's a lot of people that speak Sephardic, and that's where Sav is always a Tav. There's no difference. There's very rarely a sin. It's almost always a shin. It's always a bet or a bet or whichever, But I was I was taught Ashkenazi, so I don't really know the Sephardic that well. But I do know that it would be dot in Sephardic, because it's always a
Right.
tav in Sephardic. Yeah.
Right.
Just
Sweet.
like this next word. Just like this next word on line 5, bas, in Sephardic is bat,
Mm-hmm.
like bat mitzvah. You go to an Ashkenazi and it's a bas mitzvah. You go to Sephardic and it's a bat
Oh, really?
mitzvah.
So
it
is
all
this a
depends
word with a
tradition
female?
of the family as to which way they pronounce that.
Is Bosch
That word means
oh.
daughter.
Okay, I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Bas means daughter. Bas
There we
mitzvah,
go.
daughter of the commandments. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Now, line 6, I believe we all know.
Absolutely.
The first word, shalom.
Shalom, Shabbat.
Shalom, Shabbat. Shabbat, shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Exactly. That's a beautiful song. We sing that many times at the Kiddush table. Okay. So, our homework for this next week is going to be page 8 and 9 in our books, our reading and prayer primer.
Oh
Now,
boy.
I don't expect anybody to come back and know what each word means, but if you could try to practice
Pronouncing them.
pronouncing them. We're going to start here, but I don't think we'll finish by the time that the time's up. So we'll start with these words. This first word, let's pronounce. Now, this has, let me look this up so I get it right. I don't want to give you a wrong word. Yes. This has a chataf patach in it, which means like a mixed patach, with a patach with a shva.
Shortens the vowel.
It shortens the vowel. Ah. Instead of ah, ah. So we have the first sound is ah. What's the second?
Oh,
Do.
Do.
Yeah.
Now we have a kamatz followed by a yud, which makes an I sound. Adonai.
It made me think of English word where you put a Y on the end.
Well, a lot of people say Adonai. I say Adonai.
I like it that way.
Yeah, that's where
That's why I say it.
Adonai. Now, Adonai means Lord. There are many names for God mentioned in the Torah. One of these names is Yud Yud, which appears over 7,000 times in the Bible. It's never pronounced. This holy name of God is always read as Adonai. So whenever you see the holy name of God written out in the, such as Yud Yud or the Tetragrammaton, the Yud K Vav K, as we say in English, we always pronounce it as Adonai.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Very cool.
Yeah. That way we don't say the holy name of God unnecessarily.
Paul, I
Yes.
have a question.
Absolutely.
The holy name of God, that's a yud, that's not the tetragrammaton.
No, it's not.
Right, it's not. But the yud, what does it mean? Like there's the different names of God have
I-
different meanings?
You know what?
You know?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
I've never heard of that. Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen the yud in several places. I also see the yud hey vav hey in several places.
All through the Tanakh.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
very
All-
Yeah, all through the Tanakh.
Yeah, all the way through the Tanakh. Yeah, but it's always pronounced Adonai because
Mhm.
we never, because it's one
Oh,
of
yeah.
those words that was only ever said one time a year by the Kohen Gadol in the Holy of Holies
Holy.
in front of the presence of Hashem. Yeah, and so I don't even know how to pronounce that word with yud or the yud hey vav hey. I don't know. I have
Not
no
allowed
idea.
to.
Yeah, I'm not
You'd
allowed
pronounce
to.
it. You'd pronounce it very carefully in the Holy of Holies.
And- exactly. Because if you did pronounce it very carefully and very precisely in the Holy of Holies, that was your life. Yeah, that was your life. So now we see another rule here with the yud. A kamatz followed by a yud makes an I sound, Adonai. So that's something we want to keep track of. Because our rhythm reading, I'm going to make this larger so we can see it. There we go. Go a little larger than that.
Please.
There we go.
Thank you.
That work better?
Todah Rabah.
Great. Alodava. By the way, she is saying thank you very much. Todah Rabah means thank you very much. And then Todah Rabah. Then I said alo davar, which means it's no thing.
You're welcome.
It's like you're welcome. Yeah.
Todah Nabah
Todah Rabah.
Rabah.
Uh-huh. Todah Rabah. Yep. So the first word here is the one we just learned. Adonai.
Adonai.
Adonai. Now we're not going to go over the meanings of each one of these words. We're going to go over the pronunciation tonight. And when we come back next week, we're going to go over the meanings and the pronunciation. But for this week, I'd just like everybody, Benai.
Oh, yeah, Benai.
Benai. The next word,
Nasha.
Nashai.
Benai.
And Benai. Very good. Okay. Now, line number 2. Any brave soul want to take a shot at this first word?
Boneh.
Bonnet. Very good. Precisely. And what's the next word?
Monat.
Monad.
Monat. Very good. And the next word?
Shonat.
Shona. Very good. You see how all these words are ona? They're just starting with the different first syllable to help us learn the rhythmic reading, the way to rhythmic read in Hebrew. Tona, or sona, I'm sorry, sona. Sona. Now, line 3.
Banana.
Bana.
Not a banana. Banana.
Bana.
Shana.
Sorry.
Ana.
Yeah. Bana, mana, shana,
Shana.
Ana.
ana.
Shana.
Anna.
Very good.
Nam.
Nam, nama,
Namash. Nama. Da. Dam.
dam,
Dama.
dhamma. Mhm. We all know this word.
Shalom.
Shalom,
Anom.
Adom.
adom,
Adom.
We're on line 3? No.
line 5.
Five.
Third,
Okay.
third
Yeah,
word
no, I
in.
just got it. I just got it.
Dam. Asham.
Adam and Asham. Very good. Now
Mosh.
we're on line
Mosh.
6. Mosh,
Masha.
Mosh.
masha,
Mashal.
masha, mashal,
Mashalom. Mashalom.
mashallah, mashallah.
Mashallah.
Yep. Remember, when you have this hey at the end, it kind of lengthens
Mashallah.
that ah sound and makes it
Mashallah.
kind of a sound at the very end. So you have mashallah.
Ah,
Adonai. Adonai.
Mashallah. So now the next line. 7.
Om.
Nam.
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 Nam,
Nama.
nama,
Namal.
namal,
Namal.
ba, namal,
Namal. Damal. Don't say it. Damal.
Ba.
Ba damal.
ba,
Ba. Namal.
na,
Ba
mal.
Namala.
We have bet, patach, which makes ba, nun, kamats, which makes na,
Damal.
mem, kamats, which makes ma, and then a lamed, mal,
Oh.
ba, na, mal, banamal.
Ba namal.
Uh-huh.
Ba namal.
I like that dog.
Very good. Now we have Tony has
Hello.
a kelev. Very good.
Hello.
Kalev.
Very good. Kelev means dog. Of course, dog means fish. Okay, line 8. We have Adonai.
Adoma.
Adama.
Dama. Amana.
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 Na. Amano.
Amas. Amaso.
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 Amaso. Very good. So, for the week, like I said, our exercise is basically this page right here, this rhythm reading, and these siddur words. We've already gone through the rhythmic reading, so that'll be a breeze next week when we start over at rhythm reading on page 9. Also at the bottom of page 9 are a couple of vocabulary words. We have deles, which means door, and ohel, which means tent. Ohel, tent. Deles, door.
excellent.
Now, next week,
Thank
we're going to be
you.
at the same Zoom channel. We're going to be at the same Zoom meeting room. It might be on a different YouTube channel, but it'll be the same Zoom meeting room. I'll put out notices to everybody and on my page and Seattle Notifieds and all over the Facebook, letting everybody know. And I want to thank Dan for facilitating all of this for these 5 lessons that we've done. And understand that you've got some other things you've got to work on for a while. So we're going to go solo for a little bit on this, but we're going to stick together as a team and we'll continue learning Hebrew.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Cole. I mean, I don't want to anybody to think that I'm just stepping out. It's just, we had permission from Rabbi Goldberg in Jerusalem of the Noahide World Center to broadcast 3 to 5 just to see what kind of interest there was in people learning Hebrew. But as somebody who lives here in the Pacific Coast of North America, it's just a joy to connect with people that are out this way. And what better way to do it than to learn something fresh? And, I want to thank you personally, Cole, for doing this. And I just continue and pray for your success and that you continue to shine and step forward and, share everything. You've got the years of behind you of people sharing to you. I mean, it's just a joy to see you share. And I look forward to seeing many more of you share the greatness of the things that Hashem has brought you through as well. And that your light shines wherever you are. And it's all about growing your community and making the world a better place is what the Noahide World Center aims for. And so, Cole, this has just been a wonderful class. There you are. And so, we're not going to be live on here. And I've got to take an exam coming up soon. So I've got some studying and stuff to do. And I got to pull back on some of these broadcasts. But then after, I'll keep me in your prayers as well. I mean, after Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, we'll see what Hashem's got planned. And so one day at a time. And thank you once again, Cole, to share the basics of Hebrew. I mean, most people are starting to get it, and it's a joy. It's a useful tool. So we're going to sign out. So
thank you, Cole.
Yeah, I'll try and post a link if anybody wants to know when I get the link from Cole, and if anybody else, you can always look him up on Facebook, social media. You can find him out there, and he's going to continue this class because it's just a joy to grow together. So until
thank you, Dan.
Yeah, until I get to see you guys all again, Cole, you want to wave goodbye to the crowd?
Yeah.
That's been our guy, Cole Younger, down in Seattle, and he's been teaching Aleph-Bet. It's been just a joy to be with him and everybody else. Join us all the way down to South America here. So that's just exciting. So till next time, folks, have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Thank you.